and welcome to another exciting edition of the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. I am your host, Davo. With me today, we have Kells.
Hello. And no, you already did that.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
We have Andy.
Still working on my intros. What do you guys think?
If you can name any of the lyrics to that song, if you can translate them, then I say keep it.
And we have Barry, the Sifu.
Good evening, everybody.
Barry,
what is Sifu?
Sifu.
What is that, though?
It's a Chinese term for it's similar to sensei.
It's like master, right?
It's like, technically it means eyebrow.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Well, that makes all the sense in the world now.
But it refers to it refers to your master in your martial arts film. They were the Sifu. Usually they were the ones in the 70s martial arts films with the giant long Fu Manchu beards and eyebrows that went out about a foot and a half.
I want
So
a
Pai
Fu
Mei,
Manchu.
basically.
Yes. And they'd sweep across the screen and stroke their beard like that.
Well, during the pandemic, I actually grew a Fu Manchu.
Nice.
But my roommate, otherwise known as my wife, said, that ain't happening.
No.
Gotta love it.
So before we get going with tonight's episode, well, there's someone who'd like to tell you how things run.
LB5K and the Hizzy with the official Brain Ladle rules. 1 subject. 6 categories. 4 questions in each category, 10 points a pod, bonus points here and there. Final question, worth up to 100 points. Most points wins. Mic drop.
Done.
Barry, take it away.
Well, so before I announce the theme tonight, it's going to be a mystery until after the first question.
Ooh,
But
wow.
as always, we've got the easy modes and we've got a couple of follow-up bonuses. I'll announce it in advance. But I would caution you not to give too much away on your answer, because once you hear the theme for tonight, you'll understand why I give you that caution. So the first category in tonight's semi-mystery is called Science-y or science-related.
Science
if you
adjacent.
are ready, it's a Science-y.
No,
So,
In the neighborhood
entirely
of science.
Yeah.
Down the street from science.
Right. So if you're ready for question number 1, and by the way, last week we got kind of serious in the culture and the education. Tonight's going to be a little bit of that, but a lot more what I'm going to call fun, just casual fun learning.
See,
So
I'm
question-
troubled, Barry, because you call your hints easy. So when you say this is going to be fun, it's a little bit like your Russian interrogator coming in with electrodes, connected to a car battery, saying, "Today we're going to have a little more fun, comrade."
What is not fun about that? It is for some of us.
Yes,
I won't hook up any electrodes, I promise.
fair enough.
But question number 1, ideas worth spreading is a tagline for what educational medium or venue? And I do have a follow-up bonus, but I'm not going to give that to you until you answer.
Locked in?
I am. I
With a guess?
I'm locked in.
I am locked in.
Tavo, how about you?
I'm locked in.
All right. Let's start first with Andy.
I'm pretty sure it's Ask Jeeves. That site's coming back,
Got it. Kels, what do you say?
I guess TED Talks.
All right. And Davo.
I also guessed TED Talks.
Well, the correct answer is, in fact, TED Talks.
Yeah. I knew
So
I'd
now
heard
the
it before.
The 5-point follow-up bonus, what does TED stand for?
Oh.
Oh,
We had
man.
this question before.
We have. The sensei asked that he's going to be so disappointed that I forgot everything.
He's
Hopefully.
disappointed all the time.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That's how he goes through life.
Ah, man.
All right. I've got a guess. Locked in.
Yeah.
I think Andy's trying to figure out how to get Jeeves into the answer here.
Yeah.
I locked in first.
All right.
With Jeeves.
I don't know what the D is at all. It's not dentistry.
Dinosaurs. It's dinosaurs. Everybody loves dinosaurs.
All right, I'm gonna like that. I'm like that.
All
No,
right.
that
Let's
makes
start
sense.
first with Kels.
Said technology, education, and it doesn't make sense when you add the talks, but I said discussion.
All right. Davo.
I said technology, education, and diversity.
Ooh,
All right.
much
Andy.
better.
Theodore. No, I'm kidding. Technology, entertainment, design.
Andy, you get the bonus. That is correct. Technology,
Entertainment.
entertainment, and design.
Huh.
And you've probably guessed what the theme of tonight's show is.
No.
It is not everybody is a Richard or a Dick, but rather a Ted.
Everybody's a Ted.
So these all have to do in some way with something Ted.
Wow.
All right.
Ted.
Don't sound so excited, Davo.
Well, I'm trying to think of all the acronyms I know that are TED, and that's none. So,
I was just trying to think of Ted's, and I got two.
yeah, I got two.
And I bet
Well-
we got the same two.
We probably do.
Yep. Well, let's go to science question number 2. One of the first high-profile crimes where forensics were used and led to conviction was that of Ted Bundy, the 1970s serial murderer rapist. He was executed in what state's electric chair in 1989?
See, I was writing Ted Bundy.
Until
Locked
he
in.
said Ted Bundy.
Locked in.
I have no idea. All right, I'll lock in.
All right. Andy.
I believe he was Vermont, wasn't it?
We'll see. Davo
I think it's Florida.
and Kels.
I said Illinois.
It was, in fact, Florida.
Why was I
Mhm.
thinking Vermont?
Yeah, I don't even think they have capital punishment in Vermont.
Yeah, I just. You know what's
Probably
funny
not.
is as soon as you said that, I was like, "Oh, it's Vermont," and then as the more I thought about it, after I locked in, like, God, that's really a bad answer.
Well,
I
they
can't
no
figure out
longer
why I
have-
came up with Vermont right away.
They no longer have capital punishment because the last person that they had on death row, they executed by making him eat 12 pints of Ben and Jerry's, and it didn't look good for the brand. So
Do you know what
Mhm.
flavor?
it was Chunky Monkey.
Okay, got it.
Please tell me this is a joke.
That was a
totally
joke.
a joke. Totally a joke.
I was like, that is cruel.
No, it's
Cruel and
not.
unusual punishment.
And
Yeah.
it can't kill you. I know. A friend of mine, I know. Just let it go.
Friend of
That-
yours?
that-
Friend of yours. Nah, it was-
that friend of yours, Bandy?
He hangs out with my girlfriend in Canada.
Right
Um,
Okay, just asking for a friend. Science question number 3. Theodore Maiman, M-A-I-M-A-N, was an American engineer and physicist. He is widely credited with the invention of what science-related device? That device was first successfully tested in May of 1960. And I have an easy mode.
I know that's going to be dumb. I don't want to say it. So I'm going to go easy mode.
you know what? I have a dumb answer too. I'm curious to know if it's the same dumb answer.
It might be.
Is it a play on his last name in a sense?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Mimometer doesn't sound good.
No, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
take the
take the
easy
easy
mode.
mode too.
So everybody's got the easy mode?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Its name originated as an acronym, and the device can be used for military purposes as well.
All right. If it was an okay, I'm locked in with
Oh, duh, locked in.
Uh,
There it is.
there we go.
There we go.
and why not? I'll lock in.
All right. Andy
Laser. Freaking lasers.
and Davo
Laser.
and
Freaking
Kels.
laser.
Well, I hope y'all are right because I wrote laser.
You didn't what did you write, Kels?
Freaking laser.
There you
So the 5-point bonus follow-up to that correct answer. What does laser stand for? It's an acronym for what?
Oh.
I'm not gonna attempt.
Oh,
Oh, I used to know this.
I know the A doesn't stand for ass. Learned that the hard way. Locked in.
I'm locked in too.
Andy, what'd you say?
Lazy Andy seems easily rattled.
Wow.
Whoa.
That ought to earn you points just for that. Davo?
I didn't try to get clever. Does clever get points? Because I can start
No.
over. Oh, okay,
No.
good.
That's
Good,
what I
Andy.
I can whip up something real quick. If
It was light amplification something. That's all I got was light amplification.
Light amplification by stimulated emission
Election.
of radiation.
I knew that.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that's again the educating part. And here we go with question number 4, somewhat sciencey. There are actually more than 93,000 TED Talks and TEDx Talks. What is supposed to be the maximum length a speaker has on a TED Talk? And I'll give you 1 point off for each minute you're off.
Locked in.
I did. Okay. I thought
I'm
you
locked
could just
in.
get up there and freestyle for a while.
Freestyle.
Dave,
Dave,
TED.
what'd you, Andy, Kelser, you locked in?
No.
All of you locked in. Someone.
I'm locked in.
I will say. Nah, that seems kind of long. Now that I think about it, I watched a few and I never really pay attention to how long they're up there.
It's engrossing.
That's kind of why I asked that question. Is I would not have probably come up with the right answer.
Okay, I'm locked in.
All right, Davo, what'd you say?
The only reason I knew they had a time limit is because they have a clock, like a big ass clock ticking
Okay.
in the background. And I think it's 15 minutes.
All right, and Kels, what'd you say?
Man, I feel like I've seen some that were longer than 15 minutes. So I said 30 was the cap.
30. And Andy, what'd you say?
18. I actually, when I was at school, I watched a thing about how a TED Talks works. And 18 is the maximum amount of minutes.
Well, good job, Andy. It is
What?
18 minutes.
What a weird amount.
Yes. And they will basically haul you off stage probably at 20 minutes. There are a few that have gone kind of 18, 19, 20, but they're pretty strict about that. After the first round, we've got Andy at 20, Davo at 32, and Kels at 15. Anybody's game.
Woot.
Yeah. Question or category number 2 is Ted by any other name still isn't a dick, or might be. All right. Question number 1 in the Ted by another name. What is Ted Cruz's real first name?
Locked in.
I know it, but I'm kind of like its head is popping onto the surface of the lake in my brain. I'm casting the line. It's like, come back
think-
here.
Pretty sure I got this. I'm locked in.
I don't know. I've got to guess. All right, I'm locked in.
David, what'd you guess?
Eduardo.
All right.
Mm.
And Andy.
I believe that's his middle name.
Is it?
Raphael is his first name.
And Kels, what did you say?
It's my second, depending on the day, either my second or third favorite Ninja Turtle, Raphael.
It is. Kels's second, or depending on the day, favorite Ninja Turtle. It is Raphael.
That's the most lukewarm. Hey, buddy, you're my second or third best guy. Depending on the day, is it Thursday? Third.
Depends, man. It depends on the mood. Like Donatello is number one.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it is a toss up between Raphael or Mikey. So
No love for Leonardo.
I do love him.
So the next question is, what is Ted Kennedy's real first name?
Locked in.
Locked in.
I don't locked in.
All right. Andy
Theodore.
and Kels
I said Edward.
and Davo.
Edward.
It is, in fact, Edward. Very good.
Oh.
Yes. Edward Moore Kennedy.
Who doesn't like
I thought
more
that was a
Kennedy?
tricksy question.
Once you said Theodore, I was like, oh, that was stupid. Not your answer, mine. Until Davo said the same thing, and I felt better.
No. Once he said Theodore, I was like, woo, he's an idiot.
To myself, not you, Andy. You're a brilliant mind.
Uh-huh. Now you're on my list.
All right. Getting back to serious things and Ted by another name. What is Ted Turner's real first name?
Oh man.
Oh, dude. I genuinely have no idea.
I don't know either. Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
All right. Davo.
Eduardo.
Andy.
Theodore.
And Kels.
Theodore.
It is Robert Edward Turner III. We've got a sweep.
Let's face it, you never know what's going to happen on Supermarket Sweep.
Well, that's the way it goes. This one's going to be easier, though, I promise. So as we just learned, Ted or Teddy is often a nickname for Theodore. Theodore was the real first name of a lovable character on a TV show which ran from 1957 to 1963. By what name do we better know Theodore?
Locked in. Oh,
I'm locked in.
1957. Oh,
Locked
I
in?
heard the date wrong.
I'm locked in.
Can I unlock?
Nope.
Crap, I heard
That's
the
the
date
cardinal
wrong.
rule of this show.
Oh,
I gotta guess. I didn't watch this, but why not?
All
I
right.
swear I heard the dates wrong.
Yeah, let's see what Andy had to say.
Theo Huxtable.
Oh.
Oh man.
A lot of people didn't realize when watching the Cosby Show, he was in his 50s.
No wonder they wanted him out of the
He
house.
was
so
just
bad.
really dumb. Yeah, he just was really immature.
Him and Cockroach.
Kels, what'd you say?
I guess the Beeve, as in beaver.
And what did you say, Davo?
The Beeve.
It was the lovable Leave It to Beaver. That is correct.
I am
So-
bombing.
So after round 2, we've got Andy bringing up the rear at 30, and the Davo at 52, and Kels at 45. All right. Category number 3 is sports.
Sports.
Yes, this is going to be fun.
Is it?
Question number 1. Yes. Apple TV has a great series about a U.S. college football coach who is hired to coach a losing British soccer club. The reason is because the new owner, following her divorce, wants to ruin the team because it was the only thing her ex-husband loved. Name this Apple comedy/drama.
Locked in.
Is Jason
Locked in.
Sudeikis in this?
And a 5-point bonus for you. Name the college team that he coached to a championship.
Oh, I don't have that information at all, but
That's why it's a bonus question.
I remember the two skits that like NBC did, like for like the Premier League. They were funny.
I am going to punt.
Oh, Dave.
Another football term.
It is.
Wow, it
But
is.
you're right about the Sudeikis part though.
Yeah, sure.
Andy, are you locked in?
Yep.
Let's go with Andy.
We didn't come up with a different name because we robbed the idea from Major League, the movie. Just see, you've described almost exactly what the plot is to Major League from what, early 90s?
Early 90s. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Ex-wife trying to ruin a team
I think that
and
was
gets all the
89,
wrong
actually.
players on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Kels, what'd you say?
Ted Lasso.
And Davo.
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high, twisting, hang time spiral.
Well, the correct answer is, in fact, Ted Lasso. And the team that he coached to a championship was the Wichita State Shockers.
Shockers.
Oh,
And
okay.
its second season is starting in July. It's a good show. It's a really good show. Quite well done.
Yeah.
A little bit of the F-bomb here and there. But
I say
Quite a bit.
football a lot.
it's good. Yeah, it's good. Question number 2 in the sports. Ted Danson played the role of Sam Malone on Cheers. What was his nickname when he played baseball prior to opening Cheers?
Locked in.
Oh,
Locked in.
I do not remember this at all. I am locked in, Barry.
All right. Well, then let's start first with Kels.
I just said Bean.
Being Malone. Okay. Davo, what'd you say?
Rocket.
And Andy.
Mayday Malone.
Mayday.
Whoa, I thought we were going to have a sweep. It is Mayday Malone. Very good, Andy.
All right.
I loved me my Cheers back in the day.
It was good.
But, you know,
It was
yeah, sometimes you just want to go where everybody knows your name, you know?
very clever.
Yeah, see? Feel good there? 3 Cheers fans are out there listening to the show and
And
laughing.
they're rocking chairs.
It's like
That was a
mildly,
good show.
mildly entertaining.
Put that Lyle Lovett 8-track back on.
Well, Kels, we're going to go in your direction here.
Ooh.
In a great golf movie, Caddyshack, Ted Knight was reportedly very frustrated and appalled at Rodney Dangerfield's ad-libbing. What was the character name that Ted Knight played in the movie? One of the
Locked
classics.
in.
I'm going to take a big old dump in this category. I didn't.
It's
Locked in with a guess. And I know it's wrong.
oh Dave, don't be that way.
Well, it's not from this movie.
All right, I'm gonna lock in with what I know.
All right. Davo, give us your dump.
I said Scooter McGavin.
Scooter
Scooter
McGavin.
McGavin?
How about a Fresca?
Kels, did you come up with something better than Scooter?
I mean, I hope so. I feel like he was a judge.
All right. And Andy, what'd you say?
Judge Smalls,
Judge Smalls or Schmales or whatever. Yes.
which
It
I was
is that.
introduced to on a laser disc. That's how I saw Caddyshack for the first
Oh my
time.
God.
My friend's family had a laser disc.
Laser.
Laser.
Well, that comes back to the first series of questions. Kels, I'm going to give you 5 points for that.
Thank you.
That's a great movie. You ought to watch it.
I've seen it once. I wasn't blown away by it, but
It's
It
not
wasn't
one to blow
bad.
you away.
yeah, it wasn't bad at all. It's just I remember very little about it. But I will take the 5 points. Thank you.
All right. Well, we're actually going to go to a real sports question here.
Thank
Ted
God.
Williams
Yay.
set a major league record on September 28th, 1941 that still stands today. I have an easy mode and a bonus, but what was the record that he held regarding this question and date? September 1941. That record still stands today. And the bonus is going to be the exact number associated with that record.
I'm locked in, I guess. It's the only thing I can come up with.
I think I know it, but I'm not. All right, I'm locked in.
I'm locked into.
Okay. Well, I will give you the easy mode first. Williams said if I'd had known it was such a big deal, I would have done it again. And he almost did do it again in 1937 or 1958 at age 37. The closest anyone has come to that record was 1994. Andy, what'd you say?
He batted 400 for the season.
Okay. Kels?
Well, so the follow-up question, like the bonus question,
Yep.
I have at 401, but I answered highest batting average for a season.
Okay. And Davo.
He was the last player to hit 400 for the season, and for the bonus, I have 406.
Well, and the correct answer is he is the last batter to hit 400 in a season, and he hit 406. Very good.
Thanks.
So, Kels, I'm going to have to say no go on that one.
That's
And-
fine.
And Andy, you said he hit 400. Well, he actually hit 406, and he was the last one to do it. So I'm going to give you 5 points for the 400
That's
part.
fair.
All right. Is that fair, everybody?
That
Well,
works.
wait a minute. Andy answered the same thing I did.
Did he? Okay, then hold on. So Andy, you got 10 points. So you got 30 for that round. Dave-O, you not so much. You
Well,
got 10.
You said sports, and it was all garbage except for the last. Sorry, Sifu. I was just a little salty.
I guess. So after round 3, we got a really close game. We've got the Davo at 67. We've got Kels and Andy at 60.
No.
It's anybody's game.
We're
No.
barking at your heels, Dave.
You are.
Right. Well, we're going to go to movies.
Oh, God bless Bess.
No, Ted. The theme's Ted.
Andy?
Trying to help.
Well, Ted Neely was an American singer-actor. He portrayed the title role in a 1973 movie for which he was nominated for 2 Golden Globes. Name the 1973 movie.
Starring Ted Neely.
Ted Neely.
Only
And I
thing
have
know
a
is
very easy mode.
I knew Ted
give
Neely.
it to me.
He was a friend of mine.
You've led me down the primrose path to the breezy mode.
Well, and it's sort of one of those riddle me this Batman very easy mode clues.
That should be
Okay.
Well, it's better
Gosh,
than
I'll take it then
having
too.
absolutely no clue. So at least it is a clue.
Okay. The easy mode clue is I could have asked this question in a very recent episode, but I didn't.
What
I'll
the
give you
hell?
another clue.
Please.
Yes.
The
Okay.
the singer that also did this in Broadway was not Ted Neely, although Ted Neely has played him in many plays.
I'm locked in with a guess. You
1970.
know how big a fan I am of musical theater.
I'm gonna lock in.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Going for
If you
the.
get the character, you'll probably get the movie.
I think I might have it right.
Okay.
I answered the movie because I don't know.
Wow.
I do what I want.
Well, if everybody's
Bevo
locked
Man.
in,
Yeah,
let's go with Davo. What'd you say?
I said cabaret because I do what I want.
And by the way,
Wouldn't
you looked great in that dress.
Thank you.
Wasn't that Liza Minnelli?
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
I had no idea.
Oh goodness. Andy, what'd you say?
I'm not laughing at Davo here. That's actually a really good guess. I'm laughing because I have the same guess. 73 is when Cabaret came out. And I'm guessing you're talking about the actor that played the MC, who I just realized is Joel Grey, which is not son of a.
Andy talking through that answer was beautiful.
I thought of Joel Grey too.
I
But
don't
his
know
name
who
is
that
Joel
either.
Grey. How did I? Can I unlock?
No.
Oh, this is wonderful. Kels, why
Well,
don't you tell us? Because I think
Cabaret,
you probably know it.
That's
All right. Well, I guess Jesus Christ Superstar.
And why would you guess that?
Well, you said play, you said song. I don't recognize this person, this Ted Neely. So it's probably the only role that he'd be memorable for.
yeah.
Golden Globes is musical. So I guess Jesus Christ Superstar because I couldn't think of was it Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor
Technicolor
Dreamcoat?
raincoat.
Yeah, I'm not fitting all of this.
It's a
I wasn't-
Dreamcoat,
Raincoat.
not a
I always say
raincoat.
raincoat. Wendy's been correcting me on that for decades.
I wasn't
All
going to
right.
write that on my paper, so I said Jesus Christ Superstar.
Well, so if I go back to last week in our religion question,
Oh.
Jesus Christ Superstar. That is correct. Good job, Kels, for pulling that one out.
Davo, I know you're not a fan of musical theater,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I can give you a sense of scale now that you can rate all other musical theater on.
Okay.
On the far right, as right as you can go, you have Jesus Christ Superstar. Then you go to the left,
Mm-hmm.
as far left as you can go, there's Cabaret. Like, we could not, you have to actually fly
Right.
and you have to change planes twice to get from Cabaret to Jesus Christ Superstar.
Wow.
That was a good link there.
Could not have been farther apart. But I do believe they came out in the same year, awfully close to it.
Right.
So we were in the ballpark.
well, you
Just
were.
wrong ballpark.
Wrong ballpark. We were in a ballpark. We watched a game.
We should have been going to see the Mets and we're at Yankee Stadium.
Pretty much.
There you go. I like your analogy. Question number 2 in the movie round. Robert Hayes played Ted Stryker in what classic movie?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Technically, you could have said movies, plural, but
Yes.
You want to give any help to Kells in the movie category at all?
I have an
Random.
easy mode if you'd like it, Kels.
I would.
Here you go. Here is the easy mode.
Okay.
LyricBot 5000 back again. After listening to this clue, you will think I should have been a Shakespearean actor. Here is your clue from the movie. I was stationed in Drambuie, off the Barbary coast. Used to hang out at the Montgomery Bar. It was a rough place, the seediest dive on the wharf. Populated, with every reject, and cutthroat from Bombay to Calcutta. It's worse than Detroit.
Thank you, LyricBot, for that fine Shakespearean dissertation.
Ha 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 ha.
That gave me nothing. That quote sounds familiar. Why do I know?
Should I
that?
give him one more easy clue?
No, it's movie category. You should make him read your mind
Yeah.
for the questions.
I didn't
Andy
see you
said-
helping us out with musical theater.
Andy said movies.
You were awfully quiet over there, Barry, while we were struggling with our musical theater.
Yeah.
Getting so tired of pretty boy Kells getting all the help.
All right.
Oh, it's Kells.
Um,
Let's give him a hand. Son of bitches.
I know
Well,
this.
he's got to
isn't-
see some of these good classic movies we're talking about.
Oh, they're on his coffee table. He'll get to
Good
it
classic
eventually.
movies. Good classic movie. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull this one out. I'm gonna write down the wrong answer, just because Andy did throw out that movies thing. He could've
Oh,
said for
Andy, I swear to God.
No.
I'm locked in.
All right,
With
we're
the-
going to go to
with the wrong
Kels because I'm
answer.
curious to what he wrote.
All right. It's only because it's multiple movies, and I figured it had to be a comedy. I said Naked Gun.
Oh, you dodged the bullet, Andy.
Wow,
I was coming
it really
to your
did.
house. I was
I
coming
mean,
to your house.
Yeah. That's like when it hits your helmet and knocks your helmet askew, but didn't actually. Yeah.
Wow.
David, what'd you say?
Airplane.
And
Oh,
Andy.
goodness.
Striker. Airplane.
It was.
Striker.
Airplane. So close, Kels. So close.
I even got Leslie Nielsen.
You
Yeah.
got the same people made those
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, you were
For real?
you were in the
Yes.
ballpark.
Yes.
That's funny.
You were unbelievably close.
You were right there, but
I was trying to remember: are there
Dave was
2
gonna
airplanes or
harm
3?
I was gonna stab him in the neck. Just straight up. Just
It's a stupid game.
it matters to me, damn it. I have a pen. It was going in your trachea.
You should be
man.
so used to losing by now. It should just be. Oh, you should be okay with it.
See, that's not the way to get on my good side.
I'm not trying to get on your
No.
good side. I'm just trying to explore these emotions you're having.
Explore these feelings. I mean, I'm concerned about your mental health.
okay. Well, let's before anybody gets hurt here, let's go to question number 3, the movies. Alex Winter played a titular role in what 1989 classic movie? Classic, but not classy movie. He played a titular role in
Titular
what
role, you say?
Locked
Yes.
Locked in.
Oh, there's a Kelsey's got it.
Of course he
in.
did.
Yeah. I had to. I was like, I know that name. Why do I know that name? And then
I just realized who
Give
this
away
is.
the
I'm
game.
locked in.
Davo, you're locked in.
Yes, I am.
Davo, what'd you say?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
And Kels
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
and Andy.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, as well as Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure.
Nope.
wrong.
Nope.
Bogus
Nope.
Journey.
You guys hated it?
It was a
No,
journey.
Bogus Journey. Not
Bogus
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 Journey.
Journey.
Yeah.
And then you had Ted and Bill Face the Music in 2020. And
That's right.
well,
Alex
my follow-
Winter is the ultimate other guy.
absolutely.
He's
Well, I have a 5-point bonus for you. Follow up. What comedian played Rufus in the 1989 movie?
locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Wow. All right. Andy
Carlin. George
and
Carlin.
Davo
Carlin.
and Kels.
George Carlin.
Look at you guys go. It was George Carlin. Very
The
good.
late, great.
Yes. Classic. And then number 4 is going to be probably too easy, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Ted was a 2012 movie written and directed by whom?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that Davo has to answer this question.
Yarr.
This is Davo's all-time favorite human, really. I mean,
Yeah.
because he's kind of a Renaissance man.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm locked in.
Okay. Andy,
Seth MacFarlane.
Davo.
Seth MacFarlane.
Oh my, you sound pretty excited. And
Davo
Kels.
loves Seth.
Yeah, I think Davo's batteries are running low. Seth MacFarlane.
It is. And the movie mentions 9/11. And as I was researching this movie, and it took a lot of research, but apparently Mark Wahlberg and Seth MacFarlane were both scheduled to be on American Airlines Flight 11 on 9/11. And ended up, they changed. One of them decided to drive. One of them got there late. So both of those two guys could have ended up, at least according to the research, on the plane that crashed into the World Trade Tower.
Yeah.
So a
Wow.
little bit of nugget for you there.
I'd also dovetailing off of that. The reason that one of them decided to drive is because he woke up late because he was hungover.
Well, that might be the time a hangover actually helped you.
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane's life was saved by a hangover.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, after round 4, we've got a tight game again, still, with Kels at 90, Davo 102, Andy 95.
Whoa.
So, Davo, you got 35 on that round, and you streaked ahead a little bit.
I felt a little weird because it's the movies and Kels gets angry when someone does better in the movies. I'll be hearing about it later.
No.
Yeah, you only beat him by 5 on that round.
Yeah. I
think-
performed
I think-
admirably.
I think Kels is going to sit down and look at all of the tournaments he's won and feel okay about it.
Yeah, he'll probably feel all right. Andy, you're the devil.
Yeah.
Well,
Kells
he's
is right
accused
now in
me
his
of being
members
the
only
devil.
jacket right now,
Yeah.
just staying warm and feeling good.
Well, let's go to Ted history. Teddy Roosevelt
Yes.
is credited with creating the national park system, but he really didn't. He just expanded it. In what state would you find Theodore Roosevelt National Park?
Oh my goodness.
Except I didn't say fudge.
Locked in?
I didn't know there was a Teddy Roosevelt National Park.
I didn't.
Nor did I.
There is.
Locked in with a logical guess.
I am going to probably second your logical guess.
Kels, are you
yeah.
going with the logical guess?
I don't know.
I'm
I'm locked in though.
All right. Kels, what'd you say?
I said Montana.
Davo.
Ooh, I said New York.
And Andy.
I was torn between New York, where he was born, or North Dakota, where he had his ranch, and I went with New York.
Well,
Hmm.
we got that sweep again.
When and how you sweep is a vital part of curling.
Okay. The correct answer was actually my home state of North Dakota. It's where I was born.
Oh, you
But I have a 5-point bonus that I give you guys a chance to redeem a few points on Teddy Roosevelt.
Bismarck. Oh,
He is credited with the great line, "Walk softly and carry a big stick." Where did he give his famous speech?
locked in.
Hmm.
And speak softly, by the way, not walk softly.
Oh, yes, speak softly. No, walk
Yeah.
softly. Sorry about that.
You don't know what kind of floor he was walking on.
Yeah, creaky.
All right, I'm locked in. What a guess.
I have no clue. I have no idea. I don't know why I'm wasting everybody's time here. All right, I'm locked in.
Davo, what'd
My
you say?
house.
Your house. No, probably not. Kels, what'd you say?
I was guessing that it was like his State of the Union, and I said Congress.
Andy, what'd you say?
It was at the Minnesota State Fair, Dare.
Guys, how many times have you heard me make sure I weave in, if I can, a Minnesota question?
We got questions to go, man.
Yeah, we got 7 questions to go.
Well, Andy actually got it correct. It was the Minnesota State Fair.
Nice.
Good for Andy. Good for Andy.
Happy to see him win.
Question number 2 in the history round. Ted Koppel was, of course, British, but he was an American journalist, best known for Nightline. It began as a result of what world event? And I have an easy
I
mode.
just learned this. Locked in.
Locked in.
I'll take the easy mode.
It was a 1980 event. Actually, sort of 79, 80-ish, or 80, 81-ish.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna lock in.
All right. Davo, what'd you say?
It was the Iran hostage crisis.
Yeah. And Kels
As the hostage crisis, and I guess Iran.
and Andy.
The Iranian hostage crisis.
That is the correct answer. The Iranian hostage situation. That's where Nightline began. History question number 3. Theodore Seuss Geisel, a.k.a. Dr. Seuss, sold more than 600 million books, having been translated into more than 20 languages. His first book was published in 1937 and was one of 6 books recently pulled by his foundation over sensitivity concerns. Name his first book.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna butcher this title because I think I know what it is.
And I do have a legitimate non-very easy mode.
I've got 2 definitely bouncing around my head.
I'm gonna lock in.
I'm going to butcher the title as well. I'm locked in. I'll hope for generosity.
Plead for
Same
mercy.
here.
Plead to the
Same.
seafood.
I'm locked in too.
Okay. Well, let's give you the easy mode. It is a story that follows a boy named Marco who describes a parade of imaginary people and vehicles.
Yes.
Well,
Kels, what did you say?
I said I know this isn't the right title, but Things I Saw on Mulberry Street.
All right. And Davo, what'd you say?
Similarly to Kel's, my title was And to Think It Happened on Mulberry Street.
Andy, what'd you say?
Ooh, Davo might be right. I was struggling. I saw it on Mulberry Street.
Well, I will give you all credit because you all are pretty close. And the title of the book was And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street.
Oh,
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
You got culture after all.
We
all
all
talking
circled
about
around that answer.
We're all happy we know our Theodore Geisel.
Right. Absolutely. You should. 600 million books. That's a lot of books.
it is.
Speaking of a
green eggs
lot,
and ham.
speaking of a lot, Ted Kaczynski was a subject.
Hold on. You
Oh,
have to
wow.
stop with that transition. That's hilarious. Oh my God. Speaking
But
of
the transition was smooth as
that was
hell.
golden.
Smooth
There's a
as
reason
hell.
for it. There's a
Okay.
reason for my genius link here.
You just got me off guard there. I'm fine. Oh man. I'm
Ted
good.
Kaczynski was the subject of the longest and most expensive investigation in FBI history. What was the basis of the moniker Unabomber?
I just learned this as well. Locked
Oh
in.
my gosh.
Andy, you must be learning a lot here recently.
It's funny how you've hit 2 or 3 things that have come up recently in podcasts.
I feel like I heard this, but I didn't grasp it at all.
All right, I'm locked in. I got
I'm
something.
gonna punt.
Ooh.
I don't know.
All right. Let's start off first with the Davo.
I think it had something to do with the fact that his first couple of targets had to do with the university he taught at. So I think it has something to do with his university.
Mm.
Ooh. Okay. Andy, what'd you say?
Yeah, exactly. He was bombing universities, a university bomber, a uni bomber.
Unabomber. Wow.
Okay. And Kels, you what'd you say?
I punted.
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high twisting hang time spiral.
So
I don't know how Davo does it, but he gets a little bag of popcorn as soon as the spiral goes up. Like he's just at a game eating popcorn, happy as can be, just for like 30
I love
seconds.
it, man.
So I am going to award half points to Davo and to Andy because the
Unknown
correct answer
university bomber.
is university and airline. He sent
Oh, crap.
to the United Airline president, and then he had a bomb that he had placed somehow in a plane, but it did not go off. So the correct answer was university and airline, thus Unabomber.
Got it.
Right.
Got
I knew I was
it.
missing something.
Yep. Well, after round 5, we have a score of Kels at 105, Andy with 125, and Davo squeaking in at 127.
Yeah.
With a slight lead. The drama intensifies as we go to non-movie leisure.
Non-movie leisure.
Yes. Well, I don't, because it has to do with more than just non-movies. So question number 1. Theodore Cassidy was an actor noted for his deep voice and a unique physical attribute. He also narrated the opening segment of the Incredible Hulk TV series. He played a number of different characters on Star Trek and I Dream of Jeannie and other shows as such. But he is best known for a single role in the mid-1960s TV show. What was Ted's character in that 60s TV show? And no, I can't tell you the name of the show because it would make it too easy.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Deep
It's
voice.
a bit of a guess, but I'm thinking
Been on Star Trek.
this might make sense.
I have a non-very easy mode if you'd like, Andy.
Breezy easy mode.
It's legit.
I gotta think about this before you confuse me with your easy mode. Name the character. I think I figured this out. Locked in.
Well, he held your hand on the first day of school, Andy. Come on.
You know what? Sit back down. Now I'm gonna beat you like a bitch.
Oh,
I was gonna be nice today, but nope. Now I'm gonna win and I'm gonna hold it over you.
you hold it over me every time you win. This
Yeah,
isn't
that's true. I
new.
do.
This isn't a
is
threat.
It's the only joy I have in my life anymore.
Well, might I remind you, Dave? Well, you do have a 2-point lead on
I
him
do.
at this point.
I'm happy about my
Yeah,
2-point
but
lead.
he's gonna choke.
No
He's
way,
gonna
dude.
maintain it.
No way, dude. I got this.
Andy, what did you say?
I'm guessing Lurch.
And Davo
Lurch.
and Kels.
You rang Lurch.
It is, in fact, Lurch. And Ted was 6'9", and so the other clue was I was going to tell you that Carol Carel Sturken played the role in the 1991 movie, and Conrad Vernon played the role in the 2019 movie. The correct answer, Lurch.
Mhm.
Very
Wow,
good.
would not have gotten it from your easy mode.
But it was a legitimate easy mode. Come
Sure.
on.
That was
Couple
sure,
of movies,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple of names
60
I've never heard of.
60s sitcom, 2 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Davo, I'm going to go to a music question here.
Great.
So the singer was the lead singer of Melvin and the Blue Note, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
Locked in.
He left the group in 1976, in which he then had 5 consecutive platinum albums.
Sure.
That was a first for a black R&B artist.
Sure.
Name him.
Ugh.
Oh,
I'm so
locked in.
Davo, I feel kind of bad, but I could probably start singing the song of this person and you would not even get it.
No, I wouldn't.
I can sing it freely and just be like,
Nope.
yeah, it's gonna go right over his head.
Probably.
Oh.
Turn him off.
I'm locked in.
The lead may have just changed.
It did. It really did.
Let's hear your humorous answer there, Davo.
Eduardo.
Oh, it hurts. I failed you as a friend a decade in.
Andy, what'd you say?
Davo, if I can just give you a little bit of advice, what you need to do is just get up, get down, get funky, get loose. That's what you need to do. We're talking about Teddy Pendergrass.
And Kels, I'm sure you have the same answer.
Yeah, okay.
What you say about it? Teddy Pendergrass.
I don't even know who
Correct
that is.
answer, Teddy Pendergrass.
Sure.
Great voice.
Okay.
All right.
Somebody help me out here. I remember he ended his life in a wheelchair, but I can't remember why. Was it a car accident?
Car
It
accident.
was a car accident.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he eventually essentially died from complications. That was a terrible accident, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to perform after that or anything.
Mhm.
Yeah, it pretty much decimated him.
I can remember him being like on an award show or something, and he came out and he was really just in rough shape. And I don't think he lived much longer after that.
No, he
I
died
was
really
trying
young.
to piece that together in my brain.
Yep. Very good. Question number 3 in non-movie leisure. Josh Radnor plays the role of Ted Mosby in what television sitcom?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Ooh, I feel like I
Never
should
watched
know
this
this
show, but I know character names.
Wow. We could have the lead switch again here.
Oh, it's getting exciting.
I don't know this. I am going to. I'm going out with a total guess. Locked in.
All right. Andy, what'd you guess?
I for some reason Parks and Rec came to mind, but I really don't know.
All
Maybe
right.
The Office? No. Parks and Rec.
All right. And Davo.
How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, how did you meet my mother? And
She's a lovely
Kels.
lady.
How I Met Your Mother.
Well, the lead just changed because the correct answer is How I Met Your Mother.
Mm.
All right. Well, the last question of this round and the normal round could switch the lead again. The Amboy Dukes was a band formed in 1963.
Come on.
Yeah.
And they played psychedelic rock and hard rock. Their lead guitarist was later part of the Damn Yankees group in the 1980s and early 90s. Name him.
Locked in.
Locked in.
I can only think of one guitarist with his name, so I'm hoping that it's him. I'm locked in.
And who do you think it is?
Ted Nugent.
Andy?
Sweaty Teddy Nugent.
Sweet.
Sweaty Teddy. Okay. And Davo, what'd you say?
Ted Nugent.
It was indeed Ted Nugent. Well, the scores got even closer because we've got Kels at 145, Andy 155, and Davo 157.
Oh my God.
He's
So
gonna
close.
choke.
Let's
Is
throw
he
down.
gonna choke?
No.
Come on, make it a music
If
question.
it's music, I'm quitting.
Well, the good news is the final question is not music.
Yay.
Rat
Is it
turds.
history? I'm out.
All right. TED.com, as in TED Talks, lists the most popular TED Talks of all time. 19 of the top 21 talks all have different subject matters in the title. Name 10 subject matters or any speaker for 10 points. There's only 2 titles that have or subjects that are somewhat related. So you got a fairly good shot here.
Oh, I don't know. I think I have a fairly good shot of not getting a single one. I don't know TED Talks that well.
Man. So there were like 96,000 TED Talks, right?
Yep. But the top 21.
Okay.
All right. I'm President William Howard Taft, and as I extricate myself from this bathtub, we will listen to this short message.
While we cobble together some semblance of an answer to this final question, after this show, head on over to the Misinformation Trivia Podcast. It is a trivia podcast for ladies and gents who love cool trivia and sticking it to annoying teams at pub quizzes. Are you that annoying team? Would you like to not be an annoying team? Listen to them. They're a good show.
Goodness, I just realized I'm dead. Back to the show.
Why did I just think of tacos as a subject for a TED Talk?
That sounds like you got
Because you're hungry?
I might be a little snacky.
you got some things to figure out, buddy.
Tacos.
I have 4 things on my paper.
Oh, good. I have 4 things.
I have 4 things.
2 people and 2 subjects.
Me too.
I'm gonna just start writing stuff because
I am thinking of self-help book ideas pretty much. That's how I'm looking at this is I'm done. Locked in.
Filling mine out.
Get up, stand up, tune in to TED Talks. Get up, stand up, listen to TED Talks.
Kels, you need 2 more than Davo to pull out the win.
Well, my sweet berry, I don't think that's gonna happen today, buddy. But I'm locked in.
I
have
need
my
2
10.
more. I'm kind of. Oh man. All right, I'm locked in with my 10.
Gosh, you guys sound so excited.
This is
All
a crapshoot,
right.
shoot, man. This is
It kind of
genuinely a
is, but
crapshoot.
Yeah, this is totally
It's a bug.
totally throwing darts at a wall.
Well, let's go to number 21. I'll let you guys tell me how you did afterwards.
Okay.
Number 21 was 10 ways to have a better conversation. So if you have anything related to speaking and conversation,
No,
Long-time listeners to the show know that none of us have seen that episode.
we don't talk so good.
Did you say speaking in conversation or just?
If you have a conversation, I'll probably give it to you.
I don't. I have public speaking.
I have
Okay.
public speaking.
Well, then you're
I
going to hit
presume it's
number
coming.
6.
Okay.
Oh,
So you got number 6.
all right.
So that was one of the 2.
Okay.
Number 20 has the same theme as number 9. The happy secret to work better is happiness. And number 9 was what makes a good life happiness.
Okay. So I have how to be happy.
You do not.
I do how to be happy. I wrote that.
You liar.
I should have.
So number 19, the danger of a single story, culture. And that's by an author that I have no clue how to pronounce her name. Number 18, how to make stress your friend.
Stress.
What?
Stress. No.
Number 17, I kind of like this one. Strange answers to the psychopath test. Crazy insane. Number 16, the puzzle of motivation.
Come
I have
on.
motivation.
Number
does that count?
15, insight of strokes. The woman talks about her own stroke.
Great.
Number,
Davo, be nice.
number 14, the power of introverts. Number 13, how I held my breath for 17 minutes by David Blaine.
Screw you, David Blaine. What the hell?
And number 12 is actually one of my favorite. It is actually really good. And if you've not watched it, The Art of Misdirection, Pickpocketing by Apollo Robbins.
I've watched his videos. He's cool.
Ooh.
He is very good.
I started watching. I thought it was about Apollo Creed, and I was just totally disinterested. I realized I had the wrong Apollo.
Number 11, how to spot a liar.
No.
Number 10, and you'll all chuckle at this one, 10 things that you didn't know about orgasms.
Wow,
Serious.
should have gone down that route.
Still have the one.
8 is looks aren't everything. Believe me, I'm a model. So
Is that
again,
one
I'm
of the
trusting-
TED Talks, or is that just some information you're sharing with us?
Andy, I think you should get a point for that, but you won't. But I appreciate that. Number 7, that's probably the most famous person on this whole list. The Next Outbreak, We're Not Ready by Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
I have Bill
Got it.
Gates.
I got that, and you guys are kicking my ass, and you should all die in a fire.
Wow. It's okay.
Well, I'm educating you here.
Uh-huh.
Question number 5, inside the mind of a procrastinator.
Nope.
Nah.
4,
That's in
the
my
power.
watch list. I haven't watched it
I
yet,
kind of
so-
figured that. I was expecting that. Question or number 4, power of vulnerability.
Nope.
What the hell?
3, great leaders inspire action. So if you have anything about leadership,
I have
No,
leadership.
I do.
Yeah, of
I do
course you
have
guys do.
leadership.
Of course, leadership, because that whatever. Bunch of shit.
This might be my favorite Davo ever. Favorite.
this Davo,
Yeah.
your body language might shape who you are. That would
Oh,
be number
really?
2. Yeah, that would
Really?
be number 2.
Okay.
Pizza
Davo
my
got
goes
two
favorite.
parts
down.
of my body
Davo
right
goes
now.
down.
They're all pointed at Andy because he's a prick.
Wow.
And number 1, and it's actually number 1 by a fairly good margin. Do schools kill creativity?
Wow.
What
No.
TED Talks did I watch?
Wow.
Oh no.
Because I watched TED Talks about conservation and overpopulation and genetics and climate change and artificial intelligence. What are people watching?
I mean,
Well, apparently Ted talking about orgasms.
yeah.
Orgasms and leading and
Leading with an
that's
orgasm. That's a good way to get to know somebody.
So
spotting
nobody
a liar
watched.
who said they did but really didn't. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's you tie those two together.
So nobody
What?
saw the TED talk about, can I pet that dog? That's the one. Or is Raw better than Delirious?
So my
Yeah.
question is, do they have TED Talks about D&D games and people who play them?
Apparently
Maybe.
I guess
That's like a
not.
tree falling in the forest kind of
Yeah.
theory. We have no idea.
Well, Kels, you were behind by 12 points. How did you do?
I got 4.
not.
4. And Andy, you were behind by 2 points.
I
How'd you
also
do?
got 4.
Well, there goes that.
Davo,
Hmm.
how did you do?
Well, ask
You got
Andy
Bill-
what I did.
You got
He'll be
Bill
able to tell you.
Gates. You got Bill Gates. And
I think the only guy was Bill
Uh,
Gates.
Yeah.
no, did you
Yeah.
get motivation? Or
I was not
Okay.
motivated to write that down.
I got leadership, public speaking, and how to be happy.
I'm not, so I need help with that right now.
I am. I don't even need to watch that TED Talk because
Oh,
I'm really
good.
happy right now.
Good.
Oh, and I got Bill Gates, of course.
Right. I got 1, which is what Andy said I would do. I choked.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
well,
Davo.
You didn't get motivation for motivational videos.
No.
Okay.
wow. And you didn't get education because TED Talks is about education?
Nope. I watched other stuff, I guess.
You're a teacher.
Well, so the final standings is Davo. I hate to bear the bad news, but you got 167.
Yeah.
And Kels, you got 195.
Mhm.
And Andy squeaked it Kels, you have 185. And
185.
Andy, you've got 195. You pulled it off. Come from behind victory.
Good
Mhm.
match. Good questions.
Well, I
Job,
appreciate
Andy.
Well, good job, guys, on the TED show.
He's got to be cordial.
Yeah.
I don't think How to Make Friends is one of the, no, it's not one of the top 20, Davo.
Yeah. So, from all of us here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast, this is your host, Davo, with Kels.
In honor of one of my favorite characters from the Jamie Foxx show, this is Tyrone Koppel saying, "How you do that there? How you do that there? I ain't mad about it."
That
Yeah,
was
but-
good.
That was hilarious.
Thank you.
Andy.
I want to give a shout out this week to friend of the show, Lee Holt, who came out and helped me resolve some server issues for our Patreon listeners. Get special Patreon episodes. We're a little bit behind because I've been dealing with some computer issues, but thanks to Lee, we're getting back on schedule. And also, I just want to let you all know, check out my TED Talk, How to Break Davo's Spirit in Under 18 Minutes.
Mhm.
So long, little brainers.
And the Sifu Berry.
Well, Andy, I like that. That's very good. So speaking of Patreons, I appreciate everybody getting educated here, but we have a trivia challenge coming up for Patreon listeners in the future. So if you've ever thought of becoming a Patreon, now would be a good time to do it. And remember, it's not only about entertainment, it's about education.
Signing off.
If it's about education, how come I keep getting dumped?
Hey, you won.
The adventuring party enters the tavern. At the far side of the room, you see a mysterious figure in a dark black cloak. He rises and approaches the adventuring party. What say you, Neelith the Wise?
Visit us on Twitter at LittleBrain or on Facebook at Brain Little Productions.
What say you, Kelsius the Mighty?
Or you could look for us at our website, brainladle.com.
And what say you, Andronicus the Fool?
Well, we'd also appreciate it if you could check us out there on Patreon and support us. $10 sustaining membership will allow you to be on the show itself, and you can also listen to special episodes, and it's all very cool and keen.
Does everything have to be about the Beatles, Andy?
Yep.
This is a medieval fantasy setting. Why the Beatles?
It's in jolly old England.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. I am your host, Dave.
Now, I'm recording.
Was it on purpose?
So the intro was fine. Did you guys hear it?
No, let's do that over, Davo.
Okay. Is Eduardo his middle name there, Barry?
I think it is.
I think it is.
Okay.
Can we look that up?
Yeah, you can look that up. But in the meantime, let's go to question 2. As a quick
you can
segue.
look it up, but I'm keeping this show going.
Yes.
We got a schedule to keep.
Yes.
Well, we kind of do. I have a hard out at 9:30. So.
All right, so I'm still working on my theme music. How about this one? Wait a minute. Hold on. No, gotta work on that here. Hold on.
It's automatic loser. Automatic.
All right. Here comes McBride. Will that
and
work?
you haven't been more punchable
And
in your life.
I think WWE would come down on us really, really hard.
Yeah.
Oh, they're barely even a company anymore.
I can't even
they have been on life
get at
support
them.
now for at least 9 months.
That's not
That's
entirely true.
categorically false.
It's like they're rolling in money. The quality is just shit.
And he was convinced that he was just dying, that his material wasn't working. He just could not get. Unbelievable.
Yes. My phone went nuts. Sorry.
Thought you were playing wrap up music.
This is everybody's first podcast. Somebody has to edit this garbage, you know.
Somebody was wrapping them
It
up.
wasn't. So it's your walk-off music. Get the hell out of here.
So tell us that trivia nugget there, Andy.
Oh, no, we're good.
Sorry, man.
No, you ruined the moment. The moment's ruined. That moment's gone. Never to come back again.
Never to come back.
In honor of one of my favorite characters from the Jamie Foxx show, I'm gonna wait until the Sons of Anarchy pass by.
Start over.
Okay.
The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.